Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Passive aggressive attorney.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
I mean...
Well, that's just rude.
Shut up.
Pal, don't be rude.
Hey, pal. We're going outside. We're gonna go talk to Gumshoe.
I'll have to go through this dialogue again, so I'm going to pause this while we go through all of this crap and hopefully trigger some sort of event marker. Be right back. Okay, apparently the event marker was back here because apparently I forgot to ask Gant for permission. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Raito would ask me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room.
No. Now, Raito.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Don't be a bitch. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me to, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50 no problem. So, go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out, literally. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. Oh, fuck. You just run along and do your best now. Do your best now later, folks. And he phases out of existence. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just like a real ID, just like I had before, but real.
You seem happy.
What is this? Happy? Oh wait, no, sorry, he's not Miles. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Alright, let's get out of here.
Fuck you, sir.
Finally get into the security guard office.
But have you considered not?
Alright, let's examine this door. For the last fucking time. The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in! It won't open.
Aha! My card reader is turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking? And why did you suddenly become like 50s Mafia?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my bambina's sky so gray?
Holy shit, it's McCree! He's back!
Officer Marshall, somehow I knew. If the Texas-themed guard room didn't tip me off.
He still has the best fucking music.
What's that somehow I knew to look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene. Where the crime happened? Where the crime?
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Beep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was just wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy.
God, I love him.
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Well, we might as well give him the Salisbury steak then.
Give him the stick.
That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? Texas real?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A fillet steak lunch. I see, I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Snack.
God, that must be delicious.
Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk.
Stop finishing my thoughts.
No! We already established this. Yeah, until someone in like the sequel or something has like a better music song, holy shit, it's great.
Isn't that great?
I fucking love it. I don't know why. Anyway, Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security, the evidence room, right?
Oh, 1 second. I'll make it readjusting. There you go. You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse, named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You know the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they stake in next to your steak, you know?
They stake in next to your steak. Is literally what you just said.
Yeah.
I reckon it was. Miss Starr told us something. You said that you were a detective until 2 years ago, like you just said, like 10 minutes ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You so cowboy. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it, anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway,
Died
that
in
case
dash.
is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals, too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen!
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest
I
ones
like
to
steak.
understand here are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're on the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through.
77777.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Didn't realize that was me, not gonna lie.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept in here under presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there were some mistakes, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Right, now we need to present Goodman's ID because I believe his number's on it.
Is 777 the guest ID? It looks guest ID-like. See this? This is the victim's ID card that I have, and you shouldn't question it.
Oh, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on that ID card record.
Orange text.
Orange text. That means it's important. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room?
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Iffy!
Sir, enter Given's room and ask the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do?
And there's a flashback.
Yeah.
Why am I... Alright, sure. That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Man, he's really easy to convince of anything, huh?
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Right, to the evidence room.
Evidence room, Sector 3. There's a target on the wall.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. I'm only scared of ghosts and dead people. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Iffy.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. I'll slap the shit out of you and sort of me dog.
I swear on me mum.
Is it true what I heard?
Righto, please do look for Dwight Webb.
Please do look for a
Please do look.
Yeah. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, could I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem, but you have to pay it back with 100% interest over 3 weeks. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out, bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Chief of Police can't.
My old nemesis.
Alone, anyone $50? Even me?
I love how that's his thing, huh? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Huh.
God.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today?
boss. No.
Oh,
you.
that is actually me, huh?
Yeah.
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans. Alright, let's take a look at these evidence room floor plans that he has so nicely given us.
Man, I hate accidentally coloring things on the wrong layer and then on a layer I've already colored on.
Let me just solve something here.
Let me just solve the murder.
Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So... Okay, thank you.
It wasn't
Whoa!
me. It was... The thing auto skips, I don't skip it anymore.
What is it?
I found $50.
Holy shit! Give me
a second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
Nani?
Nani?
The second number on this belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, the fucking lights hurt my eyes.
What? What?
Emma says what a lot, doesn't she?
It sure does. Why are you not expecting it as well?
What? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
And on the night of the murder.
Oh shit.
Or day of the murder. Evening of the murder. Someone got murdered at a time and a place. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're the boss for the day? What does that mean?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
Huh. But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
I love when the music fades out.
You get minions?
Using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial.
In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. Oh, if he's gone.
If he died.
If he died.
Yeah, there was something outside my window. I'm adamant, dude.
Killed you.
I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, I keep my diabetes stuff in. Of course, I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Sometimes I even got to.
Only you can open?
Well, let's learn about Edgeworth first.
It was repeated, so it must be important.
I've always believed in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. He is my husbando.
Even if he murdered a person right in front of my eyes, and admitted it was him, and held the knife, and then said it wasn't him, I believe him. So Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiries committee right now, right?
You're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
Well, it was obviously Edgeworth. I see.
This is what you call forte.
Fate.
I think you mean fate.
Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Casey case. Yeah, that case. The SL9 intradents. Of course. It was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
He seems strangely optimistic about that. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Like right now, I'm not even real. This is a hologram. I'm on the can right now.
I'm in Hawaii!
Every locker is fixed, and there's only one detective can open it.
Using this ID card?
That's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Keep eating.
Yeah, I trust him. That sounds like a lot.
Yes, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
That sounds weird out of context.
Hmm. Yeah. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is covered with a finger. Oh god.
What's wrong, Iffy?
And that's the only locker we can open. Now we're trying to figure out what's happening.
Funny, they look like totally normal lockers.
That's the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles? And you're just gonna straight up tell us?
On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, it rips off their hands.
But Zap, you get a shock! Because it explodes.
That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoky every day.
Oof!
I'll have any you.
It's like, Jesus Christ, how many times did he try to open someone else's locker?
I
In
would
any
assume.
case, the locks aren't that obvious. It isn't puppy going to there was some
What?
some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locker.
Interesting.
You took an entire locker with you.
I just like the idea that he just straight up tells him this stuff. Like, yeah, fine, whatever, I'll just tell you. Your boss for the day.
SL9 information.
Alright.
Iffy.
Detective Goodman's notes and the switchblade knife. I bet Idra was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Idra's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence
Seen
from
that
that
face.
case turn up now?
I guess it's not over. Maybe there are some loose ends left in that case.
Okay, well, there we go. SL9 incident.
No, that was a bloody violent case.
What are you, British? Violent?
Bloody hell.
That was a bloody violent case, that was!
So it was a murder.
A serial killing, Mike.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
Too late, I'm telling you. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
Just Miles Edgeworth's fan club. Population, gumshoe.
Population, Gumshoe, and Emma. And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right into spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did.
Huh.
Detective Goodman, that is.
Question.
What?
this whole like the first case, not the first case, sorry, the second case, was like Edgeworth versus Phoenix, right?
Yep.
Since I've not played this before, and like there was a piece of information I didn't know about until just now, and that is fucking Edgeworth has only been in this game for 2 years. Like, I know he's the same age as Phoenix, but like I expect him to be in it for like at least 3 or 4, not 1 year more than Phoenix.
He's been a prosecutor for 4 years.
But like, that was his first big case.
It was his first big case because the other ones got cancelled.
Okay.
But that's spoilers.
Fucking. Okay. What, for the Edgeworth investigation games?
No, for the third game, I think, where you see Edgeworth again. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Iffy.
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident. Jesus Christ.
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
You've added evidence.
There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be some evidence for a case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob.
You telling me you're
I'm not
not?
responsible for the evidence here, that's it. I bet the evidence locker has opened recently. Was open recently.
How do you know?
It smells like burnt hand. You leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. Guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
So he has done it before.
Who needs evidence, am I right? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves a lot of evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
Ooh, the shame.
You're going to tuck behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. I'll fucking stab you.
Alright, there's a second part to all this. And there's a
Plot twist.
There's a bloodstain here. Well, what's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use our testing fluid to check it out.
Gross! But you are right. We learned about this the other day! Today!
Wait, what?
It's a gumshoe line.
Iffy. I guess he's not here. Oh,
Let me just say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about it, I say nothing.
Okay. That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
Okay, so apparently I can't...
Sounds like a threat to me.
I want to use the luminol testing fluid, but it's not letting me do it.
Have you tried harder?
Oh shit. I did not want to do that. Leave me alone. Let's try the evidence locker.
Can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match.
There are ways of making you talk.
If you can't open it, then they'll give you 50 cents.
Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
But after all, Jacob Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Alright, so it's probably not gonna let me do it until I examine everything in here. So...
Like the blood. Well, no, you can't just. Okay, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Never mind. Look, this one's open, and there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. Like a fool.
Why you keep going, Iffy? Keep leaving. Keep leaving us, man.
Come on, man.
Jesus Christ. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to just leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if you closed it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's empty. They
That
must
doesn't
have
make sense.
taken the contents elsewhere. Random ass glove.
Someone left a glove here, but only one. Like Michael Jackson.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
Here you go, pal. Making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. I am one. Doesn't count. Evidence from the case, you know. That's evidence from the case, you know.
You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove.
Glove, that did. Sorry, it's a. Okay, anyway. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
Here you go, pal. Making me out to some kind of hooligan.
They are being very
Apparently
mean to this
from
man.
the case. Fucking hell, mate.
The case? You mean the case?
There's so 9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's check it out closer. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before before whatever it was broke.
You wanna try and put them back together?
You're crazy!
Such faith.
Yeah, good luck, pal. There's no job. That's no job for amateurs.
Watch me, bitch.
Why did I spend a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up?
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Alright, let's see. Now I've gotta, like... I've gotta figure out which pieces
Sure do
are
love
which.
this stupid fucking game.
That's not it. Is that it? Nope. Nope. Alright, oh, rocky piece. That's not it. That's definitely not it either. Okay. We should start from the first fragment and see what we get from there. Nope. Okay, nope. That's not it. What am I supposed to do with this? Jesus. It's like almost nothing. Okay.
Let me just tell you the order.
Give me a moment. I'll figure it out. There we go. Now for this one. Oh, it's not that one. Now we use this one. Yeah. Okay, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. That should be the other way around. I'll break it even further. Huh. There is a massive piece missing.
Huh? There's a massive piece missing! Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
It only took me 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing it.
Alright, I thought it took you 3 hours, you piece of shit.
No, the rest of it took me 3 minutes to do. Also, 3 hours to do. Also, that means you're fucking stupider than Gumshoe. Good job. Were some of the pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Unstable jar added to the court record. Alright, we'll continue this investigation next time on Phoenix Wright, Passive Aggressive Attorney.